Hey everybody, it's me, Timmy Flyers Guy, and welcome to the Orange and Black Recap. I'm your host, Timmy Flyers Guy, and I don't know what happened last night. But I'm gonna try to explain in this video of the Orange and Black Recap. Last night the Philadelphia Flyers faced off against the Chicago Blackhawks. And just like the last game, the Flyers could only get one goal in that game, and it was Tyson Forrester getting the one goal. There's a lot of talk about maybe Couturier was picked to be the wrong captain, and maybe some people are right about that because Couturier's been non-existent out on the ice. I don't know what it is. I mean, I'm guessing he can't take criticism from the coach or something. He can't take criticism or something. You know, you have to take criticism. When you're in this league, you have to take all the criticism you need because you can't have an ego. Like, nobody can tell you anything. Nobody can tell you how to do this, do that without upsetting you. Well, excuse me, Couturier, but this is a man's league. If you can't take it, then somebody else should get to see. And the thing is, the Flyers have had troubles in the past picking captains. So my great captain for the Philadelphia Flyers was Mike Richards. Before that, it was Keith Primo and our Desjardins. Nowadays, the Flyers they have trouble really picking a captain. And you know, it's hard because you think you're doing the right thing when you pick a certain guy. Like Couturier, he played well, that's why he was chosen to be captain. But then he decides, you know, I can't take Tortorella criticizing how I play, so I'm just gonna complain and be less of a man. Right now, Couturier is being very selfish in this team. I'm just gonna say it right now. The man is selfish. He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care. And he's sabotaging the Flyers' chances of making the playoffs. I honestly think that's what he's doing. He's letting his ego sabotage the Flyers' chances of making the playoffs. That's what I think. And you can't have that. When you're trying to be successful, you can't have somebody trying to sabotage your success. And something needs to be done about that. I mean, I like Couturier. He's a good guy. I met him before, but he needs to man up. He needs to be a man right now and stop acting like a child. Anyway, last night was another tough loss for the Flyers. Technically, we lost third place, but technically the Caps have the same amount of points as we do, 82 points. So technically we're tied with the Capitals. But to tell you the truth, going into Wednesday, that's a big game. If the Flyers could win that game tomorrow against the Islanders, then the Flyers are right back in the mix again. So, what the Flyers need to do is they need to put what happens on Thursday behind them, put what happens on Saturday behind them, and focus on Monday and focus on getting the 2 points off of the New York Islanders. It's going to be a challenge. The Islanders they're eager to make the playoffs, just like we are, so it's going to be a challenge. Could go either way. It could be anybody's game on Monday. The Flyers, they need this victory. If they can get the victory on Monday, that's 84 points. They're right back in it, right back in the mix. And then we also have to hope that the Caps lose on Tuesday. So, there's still a chance. I'm not going to give up. And a lot of people are going to say that, hey, we blew it, we did this, blah, 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 blah. Typical Philly, we blew it. That's what people are going to say. But, I don't give a damn what people think. I'm not going to sit here and give up just because of what a few people have to say. I mean, say what you want about this game. Say that we blew it. Say that we did this. Go ahead and laugh at us. But let me tell you something. You keep laughing, you're fueling my fire. You're fueling our fire. And let me tell you something. Your words are like air. Everything you say is just a little bit of wind. That's all it is to me. And if you want to go around saying that we blew it, we did this, we did that, let me tell you something about myself. I'm not an announcer. I don't play for this team. I'm not a hockey player. I'm just an ordinary man that loves Flyers hockey. And note that I said ordinary man and I didn't say disabled man because I don't want to define myself as a disabled man. So I'm just going to say it right now. I'm an ordinary Philadelphia Flyers fan that truly hopes for the best for his team. I don't ask for much, and I don't expect much. I don't ask for much. I have to tell you, the Flyers have been having a pretty good season right now. The announcers said it last night that this team hit a crossroads in their career, and that's what happens. Sometimes when you're having such a good season, you tend to hit a crossroads, and things happen. And I have to say this losing streak, in my opinion, I'm just going to be real with you. It came at the wrong time. And what happened last night, it wasn't a good game. It was disappointing. It was frustrating because every time I feel like in these games, the goalies we've been playing against have been a lot harder to play against for some reason. And it's just frustrating. You go from the game against the Canadiens, where 2 goals were waved off. You cannot get a goal. You can only get 1 goal in that game. And you go on Saturday, same thing. They were only able to muster up a goal. But I'm not giving up. Whatever happens with this team, if we make it, I'll be happy. If we don't, it'll be disappointing. But at the same time, you look at this team and you look at all the moves Danny Greer's been making. Like the addition of Ivan Fedotov, a really big goalie who covers up a lot of net. And you guys that are playing in the World Juniors, Oliver Bonk and Devin Barkey, the sky's the limit for this hockey club. And I believe that if we make the playoffs, it'll be a big thing. And if we don't make the playoffs, then that just gives us more motivation to do it next year. So I'm not going to sit here and worry. Let me tell you something about me. I grew up all my life, people telling me that the Flyers aren't going to amount to anything. They're not going to be a good team. They're a lousy team. They're a dumpster fire. They're a sham of their former selves. And I hear it all the time. And many years ago, I used to take things to heart like that. I would go on these rants on Facebook and I would verbally attack people for disrespecting the team and saying how they feel. And I would get so mad. I would argue with other fans. I would just get so upset whenever I saw someone saying something bad about the Flyers. When I saw somebody laughing at the Flyers, I took that to heart. And then once I got older, I realized I need to grow a backbone. I tell you the truth, this season was the reason I grew a backbone. Because, you know what? I grew a backbone, and that's just how I feel. Yep, it's happening now. I grew a backbone, and it feels pretty damn good to say how I feel. I've been following this team my whole life. I've seen I've seen some ups, I've seen some downs. But to tell you the truth, this team is what I love. I love this Flyers hockey team. I've been a fan of this team my whole life. This is the team that got me into hockey, and I remember so many times people would tell me that this team sucks. This team's not going anywhere. They're not going to amount to anything. And this team did better than expected. A lot of people were in the beginning of the season were saying this team is just going to fail again. They're not going to do anything. And a lot of people were wrong about that this year. I'm not going to give up on this team. I know that this team is going to give the Islanders a fight on Monday. I respect New York Islanders. I have all the respect in the world for YouTuber Isles03. But the Flyers need this victory, and they have to get this victory. This victory is going to be an important one, and they have to get it. It's not going to be easy, because Ilya Sorokin is a brick wall at times, and Semyon Varlamov is also a brick wall as well. So it's going to be a tough go for the Flyers, but I do believe that the Flyers are going to give everything they got on Monday, and I'm not going to give up on this team. Let me tell you a story. Years ago, I remember this kid taking my Flyers hat off my head, throwing the hat on the ground, and stomping on it. And that really motivated me. That really made me think. And I thought back at that time of that guy stomping on my Flyers hat. It truly made me think. You know, you can stomp on my Flyers hat, but you'll never stomp on my pride, my determination, my heart, and my resilience. Because I am Timmy Flyers guy, and I don't give up. And I'm never going to give up. And this season taught me not to give up no matter what happens. If you look in my dictionary, there are some other words that you won't see. And one word would be the word quit. The words you would see in my dictionary would be heart, determination, and passion. I'm not going to give up on this team. No matter what anyone says, I still refuse to give up, and I still refuse to listen to people. Because I do what I want. I think the way I want. And I don't give a damn what anybody thinks. If people don't like it, I don't care. Because I do things my way. This Monday, this Monday's going to be a big game. I'm not going to give up on the Flyers. I'm going to stay hopeful that they get the win on Monday and get right back in the mix. I'm Timmy Flyers guy, and this has been the Orange and Black Recap. I will see you on Tuesday when I recap the Flyers. Islanders game, hopefully. Hopefully I'll have some good news. Thank you and have a good day, everyone. And let's go Flyers. It's not over. It's not over.